Moving on to other stories, we go back to earlier stories about the COVID-19, and I have joining me on TVC Breakfast, President, Institute of Productivity and Business Innovation Management, Remi Dairo, via Skype. Thank you so much for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
The pleasure is mine.
Right, first and foremost, it looks like the COVID-19, the third wave, is a threat, is posing a threat to the country, and we see what is happening around the world. We see what is happening in India, even Seychelles, etc. Do you think we have really done enough to, stem the scourge of the second wave so that the third wave, if eventually it's birthed in Nigeria, will be able to surmount it?
Yes, I think the government is trying, and the task force on COVID-19 by the federal government is really doing a lot of stuff. But I think we can do more better, especially as it affects our productivity as a nation. I know there was a lockdown at a particular time, and nobody's praying for lockdown anymore. And a lot of people are working from home in the way of securing their health for the organization. But I think we need to reapproach this issue very well. I know a lot of people are back to work. I know a lot of organizations are open up for their staff to come in. And quite a number of people are also working from home. But I think the approach must be different from the way it was when we nearly entered into the phase of the pandemic, which was, everybody stay at home, work from home, no coming out, no interaction and all that.
Right.
I think
right. Absolutely. That's really our focus on the program today as regards COVID-19. So you raised the idea of working from home. The country, or the world generally, is now a global village where you can easily do certain things, within the tap of your finger. But is this country, Nigeria, how much of digital space have we occupied that will enable us to work from home efficiently?
Yes, I think the fundamental thing that is needed is the tools that is needed for this to happen. Number one, the data. The question is how available or how affordable is data. Data to really solve the internet, to work from home. You need a level of strong data, and you know how our network communication companies are sometimes drop in data, drop in line, drop network problem, and then there are issues of sometimes no service at all. So that is a challenge. Number two is tools, and I think talking about tools, you can use a smartphone to work from home. And talking about smartphone, many Nigerians have smartphone, but how many Nigerians have data on their smartphone? So at this level, I think the organization or even the government should be able to enhance that sector and say, how can we provide less data for work, or less data charge for work, or for those who are working for organizations, can they buy data bundle in a cheaper rate for their staff to work? So at this level, to not be the individual providing the data, providing the work, providing the environment. I think the organization or the government should step in this case if we really want to get the best out of work from home in this peculiar time that we find ourselves. The number three is the work environment. So how many Nigerians are staying at home that can work from home? Permits my play on work. How many home is good enough to work from home? So you are staying in a room with your wife and children, and then there's no light. The very important thing is power, light to work. So that the environment to really be productive to work from home might not be there because of the challenge that we have. I know people. I know of places where there's no light for a month, for 2 weeks, for a week, or some other places 1 day in, 1 day light, another day off, and all that. So how can you
that's one of the challenges. But then, the issue of man-machine communication has always been a thing to talk about, especially in our own space in the world. This is a country where, this is a part of Africa where that going to the office, being there physically, your boss wants to see your face. And that is one of the ways to register your presence, to register your availability that, yeah, I'm doing my job that you've employed me for. Do you not feel that the concept of working from home could pose, much threat to some people's job?
Yes, there are two types of work. There are some works that you need to physically appear. There are some work that you might not be able to work from home. But I tell you, AI has made it even easier for us today. But I don't want to go there. Nigeria is not there yet. Using the AI to do work that you don't even need to appear. Talking about a project, moving things in the farm, or talking about building, construction. I mean, the one has gone past that. Whenever people talk about the mindset of your boss need to see you that you are working. You can be physically at work and you are not working. You can be physically at work and no work is done. So sometimes the culture of, oh, I came to work, can you see me, I'm at work, oh, good morning, oh, I can see all this eye service is not really productive. So the real work must be done by setting goals, evaluating the goals, and then re-evaluating and support the workers to be able to achieve their goal. You don't need to sit physically in today's world. Today's world of work has moved beyond physical, presence to work. Today's world of work is to make work happen. Just do it and make it happen. Now, if you need to see me physically, it's a lowest level of productivity. Oh, I'm here, I'm working. You can be in front of your laptop and you're not doing anything. You can have data of the organization and then you are using it to check your social media and greeting your friends. I just want to check on you. I'm in the office and then work is not done. So being at work does not mean you are working. So bosses must change their mindset from saying, "Oh, I didn't see you yesterday. That means you didn't work." No, you can be at home or be anywhere. You might not even be at home. You might be somewhere else. But when there's data, there's smartphone or there's laptop or there's a palm top or something, you can be productive. In as much as there's a clear goal to be achieved, and there's evaluation of what you have done and re-evaluation to be able to say, well, these are things you can do that you have done. How can you support you to achieve this?
Right, Mr. Dairo. So are you very convinced that the Nigerian people, talk about this current generation who are interacting with technology, they have the wherewithal to deploy their smartphones, their PCs, etc., to achieve their works, to achieve their task at the office without going there?
Nigerians are fantastic. I have been out of the country and I've seen Nigerians in other parts of the world, Europe, America, even Asia or United Arab Emirates. And I've seen Nigerians working hard because the system there will bring out your productivity by force, so to say. Now, if there's no system that is set for you, your smartphone becomes a normal phone, and your laptop becomes just a normal thing, and there's no system. So, if the government organization can come with a policy, it's a policy, and there's a structure and a system that asks for your productivity, and there's an evaluation system. Not that, oh, I come to work for a month, then where's my salary? I've not been coming. And that's why there's a low productivity in Africa, because we just appear at work. Sometimes we appear at work because there's no system to really make you productive. And because, oh, your boss have seen you, then I've worked today. Sometimes some people just greet their boss. And maybe their boss out of the office, they are off. Why? Because their appearance at work shows that they are productive. No. But if there's a system and there's a policy, it will really change things for all. Nigerians can be, if there's a policy to do that. All
right, I love that spirit. So let us believe that even the data subscription too will also help in achieving this kind of role. President, Institute of Productivity and Business Innovation Management, Remi Dairo, thank you so much for speaking with us on TVC Breakfast.
Yes.